Hello friends, today we are going to see exercise for the ninth chapter, which is motion and types of motion. Let's begin our session. First question, identify the types of motion. In that, A, movement of the earth around the sun. In that, the earth move around the sun in a circular path. Therefore, this type of movement is circular motion. Next is movement of the ceiling fan. We can see ceiling fan is moving in circular path. Therefore, movement of the ceiling fan is a type of circular motion. Next, a meteor falling from the sky. We are looking meteor is falling in a straight line. That's why a meteor falling from the sky is a kind of linear motion. Next is a rocket launch from the ground. Rocket launch from the ground is example of linear motion. Next one, a fish swimming in a water. We can see fish is swimming randomly. That's why this is an example of random motion. Fish swimming in a water, this is an example of random motion. Next is the pluck string of a sitar. Pluck string of a sitar is a oscillatory motion type. Okay. Next question, fill in the blanks. In that first one, if a ball is released from the terrace of building, if a ball is released from the terrace of building, it comes down in non-uniform linear motion. Okay, non-uniform linear motion. Why non-uniform? Because gravitational force is acting on a ball. That's why the speed of the ball is increasing as the ball is falling down. Next, on the other hand, it reaches the ground. On the other hand means it is a next example. On the other hand, it reaches in the ground. It reaches the ground in which motion? If it is thrown with the force away from the terrace in a direction parallel to the terrace, then it will come down in this like way. Means it is not falling down in linear motion, in linear path, because this is called as non-linear motion. Okay, the gravitational force is continuously acting on the ball. That's why ball is passes in curve path. That's why it is non-linear motion. Next is the motion of an aeroplane on the runway before it take off. Before takeoff, the plane is moving in non-uniform linear. Why non-uniform linear? We can see the speed of the aeroplane is increasing as it has to take off. That's why initial speed is slow and the speed of the aeroplane is increasing with time. That's why this is an example of non-uniform linear motion. Next, the kite looking for its prey flies with dash dash motion. Kite is flying randomly. That's why the motion of the kite for its prey, it is a random motion. Next is children sitting in a rotating giant wheel have dash dash motion. Giant wheel is looking like this, and the motion of the giant wheel is non-uniform circular because the speed of the giant wheel is increasing and decreasing as per time. That's why it is non-uniform circular motion. While those sitting in a merry-go-round have dash dash motion. It is merry-go-round motion is a uniform circular motion. Next question. How are we different? Here we have to state a difference between oscillatory motion and linear motion. First, oscillatory motion. In this type of motion, the object moves to and fro repeatedly. And in linear motion, the object moves from one point to the another point in a straight line. Example for oscillatory motion is a movement of the swing, and example of the linear motion is car moving in a straight road. Second, linear motion and random motion. In linear motion, object move in a straight line. Example is car moving on a straight road. In random motion, object changes its direction and speed continuously. It's called as a random motion. And the example for the random motion is a butterfly flying on a flower. Next, random motion and oscillatory motion. We know that in random motion, the object direction and speed continuously changing. For example, butterfly flying on a flower. In case of an oscillatory motion, the object moves to and fro repeatedly. And the example of the oscillatory motion is swing, movement of swing. Next question. Explain in your own words, giving one example of each. First is linear motion. What we can say about a linear motion? Linear motion means a moving in a straight line with no change in direction. Example of this is a car driving on a straight road and a ball rolling on a ground in a straight line. These are the examples of linear motion. Next is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion is the repetitive back and forth movement of an object around a central position. Example for this is the motion of the pendulum in a clock. As we can see, the pendulum is moving back and forth. It is a repeated movement. That's why it is called as oscillatory motion. Next is circular motion. Circular motion is described as movement of an object while rotating along a circular path. An example for this is a planet orbiting the sun and a car rounding a corner. These are the two examples of circular motion. Next is random motion. Random motion is the movement of an object that does not follow a specific path, with its speed and direction changing continuously. Example for this random motion is a butterfly flying, or bees which are flying randomly are the example of random motion. Next is periodic motion. Periodic motion is a type of motion that repeats itself after a fixed and regular interval of time. Example for periodic motion is the orbit of the earth around the sun. In this type of motion, after same period object is just following the same movement. That's why this is the periodic type of motion. Next question. Which type of motion are seen in birds flying in the sky? Random motion is seen in birds flying in the sky due to their continuously changing speed and direction. But they also show linear motion when flying straight path. Next question. Write in detail about your experience of various types of motion while riding a bicycle on a road. Riding a bicycle involves combination of linear and circular motion. The wheels exhibit a combined motion of a rotation and forward movement. Means wheel are rotating also in a circular path and they are moving in a linear motion also. While paddling causes circular motion in your legs also. And on the pedal and wheels there are circular motion. Complete the puzzle using the words for types of motion. They have given some puzzle and some numbers and the description of that motion has been given and we have to write what kind of motion it is. The first number is a spring is stretched and one end is released. Okay, a spring is stretched and one end is released. The movement of that spring happen in oscillatory motion. Second one, a minute hand moving in a clock. Minute hand showing circular motion. Third is seesaw. Seesaw. Seesaw shows periodic motion. Fourth, children in march past. It is uniform and a linear motion. Sixth one is a stone rolling down hillside. It is a random motion because stone can go anywhere at any direction, any speed. Means it is changing its speed and direction. That's why the stone rolling down a hillside is an example of random motion. This is end of our exercise. Thank you for watching, children. Stay tuned for more such exercises and share this video to your friends and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.